Hello guys, so let's be frank, the term Web 3.0 keeps popping up every now and then, and we keep asking ourselves what exactly this is. So to be honest, Web 3.0 is a bit complex concept. That's why I'll take my time to break it down for you. I'll give you something much more than just Wikipedia's definition. So to really understand Web 3.0, let me start by first explaining Web 1.0. So the technology came out about 1994. I'm talking about the Web 1.0, and the concept was basically like a read-only page. It was almost just like Wikipedia, right? It was like a static page, or like, well, better still, a series of or combination of static page. There wasn't any logging in or interactive posts. I can imagine how boring that must have been naturally. Then something happened. Web 2.0 came about. The internet became more interactive. I mean, look at it right now. You're watching a video, listening to my awesome voice with option to subscribe and like or dislike. Cool, right? So thanks to HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, now there is more. The level of interactivity right now is so profound that as we are getting information for websites like Facebook and YouTube, this same website are also getting information from us. That is why you notice that when you search for a particular thing on YouTube, you notice that adverts on your search will start popping up. In fact, it's so funny that you search for something on Google and you see an advert on Facebook. A point of information is that particular tab accepts cookies that you always accept when you click on websites. This is one of the major things that activates these targeted ads, but we're not actually talking about that right now. Now, for websites, they actually want to be able to serve us better. That's why they need this information, our information. But for we the sufferers or the consumers, we kind of see this as sort of, privacy invasion, especially as this data can be sold to advertisers. Now, before you begin to say what impetus, remember, you give them the right when you agreed to their cookies, of course. Although one can actually bypass this loophole using Tor browsers, but this doesn't seem like a permanent solution. So people became uncomfortable giving websites so much power, right? Then guess what? Web 3.0 happened. Now, Web 3.0 is the future evolution of the internet using blockchain technologies, decentralization, and artificial intelligence. With Web 3.0, you have more flexibility over your data in the internet, making use of decentralized network and blockchain technology. Websites become more resilient and less prone to downtime or hacking. Your websites, application, and devices can talk to each other, turning the whole online world into a smart, interconnected network where information flows smoothly. Now, forget my definition. If you're looking for a technical definition, you can search Wikipedia. What I'm here to emphasize to you is the sentence, having control over your data. That's the important part. You can decide what information you share and with whom you are sharing your information with, enhancing privacy. Now, I also know we have been hearing some buzzwords that we may not understand. One of them is decentralization. Explaining this properly can be a total video, but I'll try my best to simplify it, right? Because understanding this also gives you a clearer concept of the Web 3.0. Now, decentralization is a concept where control and decision making are spread out across a network of individuals or entities instead of being concentrated in a single central authority. In a decentralized system, no single entity has complete power or control. Instead, many participants work together to maintain and operate the system. Now, let me illustrate using the central bank, or in this case, let's use the Central Bank of Nigeria, where I am from, which operates in a centralized method. Now, listen to what I said, operate in a centralized method. Now, it is centralized because there is a single central bank or governing body that controls and oversees all the activities of all the other banks in the country. This central bank makes all the rules, decisions, and policies regarding monetary matters, interest rates, and currency supply. All transactions, approvals, and changes go through this central authority. It's like having a principal at the school who makes all the rules and decisions. Now that we understand the centralized concepts, understanding the decentralization of these concepts would be easy. A decentralized banking system means there is no single central authority. Instead, a network of independent banks, financial institutions, and participants work together. Each bank follows a set of agreed upon rules and protocols. Decisions are being made among the network members. No single entity has complete control. Instead, they collaborate to keep the system running smoothly. It's like a group of students in a club who make decisions together, and no single student has the final say. They all contribute to shaping the club activities. So now back to Web 3.0. Web 3.0 aims to reduce reliance on centralized governing bodies that oversee currently and control various aspects of the internet. For example, social media control, intermediaries in transactions, centralized servers, etc. So basically, Web 3.0 is like taking the internet that we know and upgrading it with superpowers. So to summarize it all, if you have taken nothing from this, take this, that Web 3.0 gives you power over your data. Web 3.0 is sort of like the trendy name for the decentralized web. Web 1.0 is read only. Web 2.0 is read and write, while Web 3.0 is read, write, and own. I think that's like a perfect, description for it. Web 3.0 is a money layer for the internet. Web 3.0 is an identity layer for the internet. Web 3.0 is sort of like a reaction or a response to social networks not keeping our data secure and selling it for their own profit. Web 3.0 is a way for artists and creators to not only own what they produce on a platform, but the platform itself. And one more thing that sounds, contradictory. Web 3.0 is not entirely decentralized, right? Web 3.0 aims to create a new internet architecture that is more transparent and democratic. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you have questions, and just feel free to drop them in the comment section. And if there's any parts you would like me to elaborate on, please let me demystify it. That's pretty much it. Cheers.